Let's go.
It's
Welcome
good.
back, boys. Another one.
How
Another
we
Friday.
doing? Another Friday, bank holiday.
Do you,
Still getting an
do you
episode
mind
in.
just switching off the recording, by the way, because it's really laggy for me.
Oh yeah, the upload.
The upload,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. See if that helps. Uh,
All right,
should be
cool.
done now.
Yeah, it's not ready straight away. It's more
Really?
smooth.
Away.
Mm.
How you both doing?
Yeah, all good, man. How you been?
Yeah, all right. All right. Just a bit of a busy week, but I'm all good.
Are you over the hump yet in terms of busyness with the plugin?
Yeah, I think so. Most of the stuff's like everything's pretty much done for it. Still got some content to make, but yeah, for the most part, everything's done. It's just going to be about finding new angles to promote it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe get some other people involved. Maybe sponsor some videos. Not sure. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait until the end of the initial sales period, which finishes on the 7th, and then see how we've done then, and then figure something else out. Just want to try a few different things. But yeah, everything's done in that sense. Just yeah, just life, man. Life's been life in recently.
Is that?
Now it gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you too?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. I got the keys to the studio on
Oh,
uh
nice.
on Wednesday.
Congrats.
Man.
Which one?
Yeah. So it's on the industrial estate, and you know where we went. Do you remember when we went to Starbucks? It
Mm-hmm.
was like few visits ago. It's kind of near there.
Right.
Um, yeah, the one in town just I don't know. They just took forever to do anything. So I just ended up leaving it, and then this place popped up, and then within like a week they gave me a move-in date, gave me a contract and everything, and yeah, it's a cool room. It's like a bigger room, like a big boxy room.
Yeah.
Um, it's in like an office block, but you got access to it kind of basically 24/7.
Nice.
So yeah, it'd be a cool space, I think, just to do normal, because there's like a solicitor's underneath Monday to Friday, like 9 to 5. So
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't be still do anything like too loud during the day, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
already doing that anyway. I mean, you guys know, like you were just making content or
Yeah.
doing emails and and that kind of shit. But then, yeah, weekends, evenings, yeah, I can kind of do what I want in terms of like making stuff and noise.
Nice.
So yeah,
I guess when you're filming, do you use headphones anyway for
yeah,
content?
for the most part.
Yeah,
Um,
same.
yeah, and to be honest, like the building's quite like all the walls are like super thick. So to be honest, it might even be okay anyway. I don't need to
Mm-hmm.
do stuff super loud when I'm making music these days.
Yeah.
I remember back in the last days, he used to like blast it, didn't he? It was I felt sorry for his neighbors,
I know.
but
On
I'm
my
never like,
eardrums.
yeah, but I'm never doing anything that loud anyway. So see how it goes.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm the same to be honest. Even though I have like nice monitors here, I just my mixes turn out so much better when I just use headphones. Like if I
Yeah,
try to do it just on monitors and then I put headphones on, I'm like, oh shit, I need to boost that snare up or I need to do this. Like I
yeah, for
always
sure.
notice something with headphones.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
You just
think
got the
because the
same
room
pair,
is
right?
really important, isn't it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember in Cockfosters, like if you're
Oh
sat at the
man.
desk, it would sound great. As soon as you went to the back of
Yeah.
the room, it just have
It
this like
sounds
boomy sounds. It was
yeah,
crazy.
sometimes I remember in Sean Mertz's room, if you sit close to it, the bass sounds like it's in one key. You sit back and it sounds
Oh
like
yeah, it
your
like
bass is out of
changed.
tune.
Well, because it's echoing so much.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, my beats were slapping in Cockfosters because
I
the
remember,
room
yeah,
was so good
Mm.
yeah,
that I managed to get like a really good mix on my beats when I was using that room compared to any
yeah,
other studio I was in before.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a perfectly treated room like that, where
yeah.
you
Those
can
rooms were
just sit
sick,
and
to
you
be
just
fair.
know the sound, everything's like you're not getting any crazy like phase issues or
Hmm.
reverb or anything. It's just like everything's sounding good. Then you could get
Mm.
used to using monitors like that.
Hmm.
I suppose either way you can kind of just get used to the sound of your room, can't you? Like if you know in your head that
Yeah, definitely.
usually the snare sounds a little bit quieter on monitors or whatever the problem is, you
Yeah,
kind of just know how to fix that,
compensate.
don't you? Because you're so used to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't you just get a new set speakers, Ocean?
Yeah, I got the Adam Audio I can never say it properly. A8H.
Oh, that's what I've got. They're
Yeah,
nice,
I
aren't
thought they
they?
were the same. Yeah,
Nice and
nice.
chunky. I love it. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely noticing a difference between this and I think I had A7 Vs before, which are good, but
Hmm.
these are just a little bit better.
Yeah, I
Mm,
noticed that as well. These are really clean. Do you
yeah,
have them long ways, like landscape or portrait?
I have them side down.
Okay. I was gonna say because I didn't realize at first because I have mine like standing up, but I didn't
Hmm.
realize you were supposed to change the tweeter once you
Oh
do that.
yeah.
So I had it like just flat for a while, but I hadn't rotated the tweeter. But you can actually unscrew the tweeter, can't you? And then just rotate it 90 degrees, and then
Mm.
it'll be normal then. So I've done that now.
Hmm. Yeah, I love
Nice.
how they look as well. They're just so chunky. I've always wanted massive monitors.
Yeah. What do you have them sitting on?
I've got these. They have really high quality monitor stands. I spent like
Mm.
250 on them, but they're
On the
solid. Like they
desk,
don't.
like desk stands.
No, they're behind my desk. They're a
Oh,
bit further
okay.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it though, because sometimes when you have monitors just sitting directly on the desk, you get so much like, reflection just hitting the desk
Hmm.
straight away.
Yeah.
mm,
I used to do that before, and it just rattles the whole thing.
Yeah. These are pretty good for anyone listening. I have these like my monitors are sitting on their desk, but I have these ISO acoustics, I think they're called. It's just
yeah.
like really small desk stands, but they're built to kind of stop those like reflections. So it kind of just it stops it wobbling basically and vibrating so much. It just kind of
Mm.
absorbs some of the sound. So they're quite good for when you have monitors just on the desk. But you're probably better doing it like you and just having actual monitor stands behind the desk.
Yeah, if you got the space for it, it's good to try and get that. They say it should be an equal triangle between your ears
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
speakers, if
Uh-huh.
you can. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially if you're gonna mix in headphones anyway. Because I still, you know what, I haven't mixed in headphones this week because I've got these speakers, but usually I do mix in headphones.
Mm.
Mm.
Did you notice a big difference in sound? Because I remember when I went from my old ones to these, everything just sounded off because I wasn't used to the sound. You do
Yeah,
have to let them
honestly,
burn in a bit, don't you? But everything sounds
immediately,
different. Hmm.
immediately, because I was playing back some beats, some tracks that I made, and I'm hearing things that I weren't hearing before, like certain
Yeah,
frequencies. I was like, that sounds like it's too much there. You know what I mean? I need to go in the project and turn that down or whatever.
yeah, yeah. You start finding problems, don't you?
Hmm.
Man, I remember going from KRKs to Adam Audio a while back. That difference was night and day,
Bro,
man. Because KRKs just make your shit sound like it's slapping constantly.
yeah.
Like,
KRKs is like the intro to music production, innit? You gotta get those first. You gotta get the
y-
focus right, audio interface, that red one, and you gotta get KRKs.
yeah.
That's like
I
the
remember
starter
seeing
pack.
comments on my video because obviously I was making drill tutorials and your kick needs to be slapping, but in my room it felt like they were slapping. So I'd noticed comments from people saying, beat's good, but you need to turn that kick up. And it was like
Mm.
a reoccurring comment. So I was like, am I missing something here? Because to me it sounds like it's knocking. And then
Hmm.
when I eventually went to Adam Audios and then started listening to my old beats, I was like, oh, okay, I see what everyone means. Like,
Hmm.
I think KRKs just boost your shit so much, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely sound really good in the low end.
Yeah. How are you gonna set up the new room, LB?
I'm not sure yet. Uh, there's like a big wall where I know I'm going to put the desk. But yeah, I literally got a clue about the rest. I might get like a little sofa for the back wall,
Yeah.
and then some curtains. I'm
Yeah.
not too sure yet. I need to like put the desk in first, and then see how that's gonna sit, and then
Just
kind
build
of just
around that.
yeah decorate around it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm
But I take
slowly
it you're
like
bringing your monitors and everything, like your whole setup there.
yeah, I bring everything over.
What are you gonna do
I
with your
will-
spare room now?
Ellen's snatched it for a craft room, spare room
For
slash
what? Sorry.
craft room, like a
Oh,
crafting room.
craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be that for when she comes in. But it's crazy. I didn't realize because I got these sound panels. I've taken them down now, and forgot that they do make a bit of a difference. They're not like super thick ones, but yeah, they make a bit of a difference. Just kind of sounds a bit boxy in here now.
Hmm.
So So yeah, I need to, and it's a, 'cause I'm gonna have to buy some new panels as well because it's bigger room. Um, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll just slowly fill it out over time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and go for like kind of a more of a retro, more of like a gammy style. You know, this Berlin studio, that kind of style.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool studio.
So you gotta have a massive rug. That's like a joke
Yeah.
between producers, and it's like every studio
Has
has
a
some
rug.
sort of like big retro rug.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, try Facebook Marketplace a few bits, see if we can get some good deals.
What do you think looks better in a studio? Do you think a really like high-end modern look, like minimalistic but just really clean and modern, or older retro style?
I think it just depends on taste, right? I mean, me personally, I'd like old retro, like orange, you know, like orange colors, like
Yeah.
beige, cream, or beige, like creamy colors, stuff like that. But then, yeah, like Signature, that was a cool studio. That was like super modern, like
Hmm.
LEDs, kind of like around the edge of the room, and all the walls were like fully treated, and it was kind of like, yeah, just more like minimal, wasn't it? But yeah, it just
Yeah.
depends. Yeah. What would you prefer?
It depends where. Like, I think I like a more modern, clean look, just because I'm a sucker for like new technology and just that type of vibe. But I still want my nature as well. So a lot of those studios don't have any windows, and it just feels a
Yeah.
bit dingy. If you had a modern look, but then just a nice view as well, that would be perfect.
Mhm.
But then I guess studios don't always have good views because they don't want the glass. Because if you're gonna treat a room, then you need the whole room like surrounded, basically, don't you?
Yeah.
'Cause- but I'd be willing to sacrifice some sound just to have a nice view.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like for the what we're using it for. It's not like it
Yeah,
needs to be. We're not mastering and
yeah.
like
If you're like
and
a mixing
yeah,
engineer or mastering engineer, like you said.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, see how it goes, man.
What about you, Ocean? What would you pick?
Now in this current stage, I'm gonna pick more towards an older vintagey vibe because the
Mm-hmm.
the next studio that I'm gonna build is just gonna be cozy, just
Yeah,
vibey.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't really want it to feel too much like a music studio in the sense like there's equipment all over the place.
Yeah.
I want it to just be like play. Do you know what I mean? Just like you always want to be in there
Yeah.
hmm
rather than too sterile.
Yeah, I hear that.
yeah. It's kind of
But
like a
before,
cross
yeah,
between.
it was modern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between a front room and a studio almost. Yeah, you want like the functionality of a studio, but you want it to be, yeah, just like chilled, like cozy vibes as well at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking modern for the look, but realistically, I don't need all that equipment. Like when you go into studios with huge mixing desks, it's like no one's even using it. We just plug our laptop into.
Yeah,
There'll be
Yeah,
this
got
whole
literally.
Focusrite.
system set up, and then
It's
the
just a
engineer
laptop
there will be
stand.
like, "Do you want to use the Focusrite?"
Yeah,
It's like, all right, okay, I'll just plug into that. So it's almost pointless having everything.
yeah. Tell you
I'm
what is
curious
cool
to
though.
see what it's like mixing on a mixing desk though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really want to see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what was cool though. Did you guys go to Silver Shark in London?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, they had like like in the wall monitors, like fucking the whole size of like whole
Mm.
length of the wall was just a huge, like two huge speakers. That would be cool at some point, but I bet it's like 15K or something stupid to get those kind of things
Mm.
installed.
Yeah, maybe even more. I think like
Probably,
some
yeah.
monitors can be like some systems like that could be easy like 100K plus
Yeah, they're
to have
like
like
tailor
a full
made
system set up.
for
Yeah.
the space, aren't they? So
Maybe it'd be cool to reference check like that. You know, when studios have like three different monitors going, you just
mhm.
click of a button, you swap between all the monitors. But again, kind of unnecessary for what we're doing.
Yeah,
For the
yeah, it
most part,
was
like if people just have headphones, a laptop or PC, and then a MIDI keyboard, you're pretty much good to go, aren't you?
literally, man, it's all you need.
Hmm.
Got all
Not
the
even a MIDI
synths in the
keyboard for
world.
a lot of people.
Yeah, you got every synth in the world, pretty much in VST form.
Hmm.
Pedals, even pedals are there now. Yeah, effects, everything. I
Did you
will
guys ever get
still.
into pedals?
Say again.
Never did, you
Would
know.
you
I don't know if I'm
into
missing
pedals?
something.
What's that? Pedals.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would like to get into pedals at some point because you had them for a while, right? You had a like a bit of a collection going.
Yeah, I had a collection and then I sold them all. This wasn't
What
a
did you
part of
think?
my workflow personally.
Just wasn't
Mm.
using them.
Nah, I found it to be long. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
It's cool. You can get really good effects out of it and stuff like that. I know some people make some crazy samples and stuff with it, but yeah, it wasn't really for me personally.
I think I'm too lazy to get involved in too much analog gear because
Hmm.
when I'm in that creative mindset, I just want to cook up. I don't want to like pull out all this gear and connect stuff
Mm.
and just long out the process. I kind of just want to get to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hear
think you
that.
need it there. Like Al Hug, you know how he had like everything set up so that he could just whip out the guitar,
Yeah.
hook a mic straight to it, and he's good to go. Whereas,
I
yeah, I
guess if
think
everything's good to go, then yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I do think pedals would be fun if you're making melodies and stuff. If it's ready to go, you just yeah load it up, get it all like linked up in FL, and then just play like a chord, and then you can just because I feel like with a pedal VST, clicking and moving dials isn't the same as having the
Yeah,
two hands on it and like just slowly like dialing in stuff with that kind of human touch, and then
that's
you just
true.
record it to audio, and then you can really like get some like interesting chops from it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe I need to experiment more. It'd be cool to try. Some days I think, oh, what do I need next? I'll be looking at just random stuff. Like maybe I just need a synth rack and then I'll actually connect everything and
Mm.
get some sims, maybe some guitar pedals. And you always think you like need extra shit, but then really there is a nice feeling of just being very minimal and being able to just cook up anywhere as well. Not that I
Yeah,
even do that a
100%.
lot, but we spoke about that a few times, haven't we? Just saying there's a lot of
Bro.
power in just having everything in your laptop and being able to do it from wherever.
Yeah.
I think that's the real goal. Like the analog stuff is cool and everything, but being able to cook up anywhere
Yeah.
and actually being when I say being able to, not just because you've got the VSTs, but because you're comfortable to do it everywhere. Because some people can only cook up at home, or they got to be in the right vibe or whatever. They got to be in their
Hmm.
room. They can't do it everywhere. But I think it's like a real nice skill to have to be able to just, oh, I'm just gonna open my laptop on the train and just
Hmm.
make
Yeah.
something, or
Yeah.
I'm just in some random place, but I can still just flip it open and get an idea out. I think that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you want to travel and see more of the world as well.
Hmm.
Like, we can get pretty isolated just locking ourselves at home and just getting way too comfortable. Like,
Mm.
I still think I make my best music by far, like, just at home by myself. Even if I have
Hmm.
people over, I still feel like I make my best shit by myself. But
The only
that's,
place I find difficult to make a beat is on an airplane. But
oh,
aside from
Oh
yeah.
that, I
yeah,
can
for
cook up
sure.
everywhere.
Yeah. Unless
Yeah,
you're
I
in like
always try on
business
a
class.
plane, but it's so noisy. Even when you've got noise cancellation, it's like, yeah, your arms are like fucking tight like that because you're sat in
Yeah.
between someone, and then yeah, everything about it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hmm.
To upgrade, get to business
I
class.
know. Get one of those
Trust
first
me.
class suites where you've got your own box,
Yeah.
Just
then
make
you're
a
all
studio
right.
in there. That'd
Yeah.
be a sick YouTube video. Turning first class into a studio.
Yeah.
Because some of them I was watching, I saw a clip of Stephen Bartlett just going into his first class flight or his first class seat, and they literally, it's there for like businessmen because there'll be a desk there, so you can put the desk away and you could just like lie flat if you want to sleep. But then if you're in work mode, you can like sit up and you've got your desk there, so you can put your laptop on it and feel like you're just cooking up normally.
Mm.
Perfect.
I like
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
being on a plane and just switching off though. That's like the only time where you completely
Yeah, you ain't got a choice.
disconnected.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or if you're someone who has to travel constantly, then maybe
Kind of need
that's,
to.
yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. If you don't travel that much, that flight is just it's time to watch a movie or just kick back.
Yeah, it's a good chance to watch like a series that you've been meaning to watch or yeah,
Mm.
some films and stuff. Get them downloaded.
Speaking of new equipment, yeah, have you guys seen the new MPC sample thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing it everywhere, but I don't really know what it is. I haven't researched it or looked into it. Like
Yeah, same.
what's the purpose?
I'm not 100% sure. It looks cool. To me, it looks like a smaller version of the other NPCs. Maybe it's like meant to be
Yeah.
more portable or something. But yeah, I haven't
Mm.
actually watched any videos on it, even though I keep seeing it pop up too.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few people with it. I just didn't know if it was just a mini version of the NPC or if it was built for something else. Do you still have your NPC?
So I sold it, but my friend gave me his one, so now I got it again.
Okay.
So yeah, I literally got it on the rack, but I
Yeah.
haven't even turned it on.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe it's just a compact NPC that you can just take around and just cook up from wherever.
Hmm.
That's a
It
skill in
look,
itself, man, like being able to cook up fully on an NPC. You know when you see finger
oh
drummers?
man, 100%.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
crazy.
It looks easy, but it's not. You have
No.
to have
Nah,
good
it's really
coordination
not.
and timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a session with oh man, Courtney, the guy you met in Thailand.
Yeah,
And he's on did he use the NPC when you were cooking up together out there?
yeah, that's it. I think that's his main weapon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he brought it to the session about 6 months ago. And yeah, it just looks like a mystery, man. I was just looking at him do stuff. I mean, I got a clue what he's doing, but yeah, it was cool though. It was cool. You
It's
did
just a
it
whole
with
different
Jack,
workflow,
right?
isn't it?
About a couple of years ago or something.
Yeah, I tried to. I think he did a sponsor with them or something, so he came up to my old spot and we made a couple videos there. But
Nice.
we were just he he'd been learning a bit, but I'd never really used one like that before. So
Hmm.
it was a struggle, man, because even to just do something basic like, oh, you just want to copy a pattern over or just chop, like just anything you want to do, it's just a whole new
Yeah,
process. So it's like learning
long.
a new door. Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt long, I'm not gonna lie. But if that's what you used to and you've used it so much, it'll just be like muscle memory, won't it?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Same way we navigate FL or Logic.
Because it's not even like learning like Ableton coming from FL because
Hmm.
it's just because you're on a mouse and a keyboard, everything's
Yeah.
in a slightly different place, but you know what the functionality is and what you're looking for. Whereas MPC is like you're just using like the dials to move around, and it's just so
Hmm.
like foreign, but it takes a while to get used to.
Hmm.
Especially on a door, everything's kind of in your face, and it feels free in the sense that your mouse just goes anywhere. You click on anywhere, but in
Mm,
an NPC, it feels
Yeah.
very just
Constraint or
condensed, and yeah,
yeah.
you feel very
locked in.
like tight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I felt
Yeah.
tight with it anyway. Pause.
Wait for Jay
I
to
felt
say it.
like I felt like there was a pause for me to say pause.
Yeah, I know. I
Pause
wasn't
wasn't
sure if
needed.
it needed one. I was like, does that need a pause?
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe it does.
Just for safety.
Yeah, just in case.
yeah. But yeah, how's the official launch of Layerizer went on Saturday, right? Last Saturday. Was it this
Yeah,
Saturday? Yeah.
official launch was Saturday. We did pre-orders the weekend before that. It's been a strange launch, man. Like I don't wanna share too much on the pod, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's just been. I'm so used to when I do a bundle, you just see a huge spike first weekend, and then it slowly kind of like tapers off. But with this one, it's been a bit different. It's not just been like boom, boom. It's been up and down each day, so it's like picking up now again. So it's weird. I think with a plugin, because it's so new, and maybe it's my messaging and how I'm communicating it, but I think people might not fully understand it at first. And then as
Hmm.
they learn about it and see me using it more, and it's like, oh, okay, that's what it's for. That's what it does. All right,
Yeah.
let me get it. Because with a sample pack, it's just like, all right, it sounds, I'm so used to this. Let's just get it. But with a plugin, it's like, do I need this? Like, what does it do? What's the purpose? So, yeah, it's been a learning curve. I'll tell you more after, but it's been interesting. It's doing good. Like I'm happy with it. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's just a different launch compared to anything else.
Yeah, for sure.
So would you do it again?
Yeah, I definitely do another plugin.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what. Like the idea has to be right. and I'm just learning that the message has to be perfect. Like people just need to know what it is straight away.
Yeah.
And that was one of my worries with Layerizer because it was a technique that I personally used so much. I thought other people would just get it instantly, but I'm finding that some people aren't fully sure like what it is until they get it and then they use it and it's like, oh, okay, this is sick. So I haven't had any like negative feedback from it, which has been
Mm.
perfect. Like no one's had any complaints. But I'm just finding it's taking a minute to educate them on like what it is and how to use it properly. But as they see more content and me using it more and more, they're understanding. So if I was to do it again, I think my messaging just needs to be clearer of like, this is what it's for, this is what it does. And it's like people just need to look at it instantly and be like, ah, okay, that makes sense. I need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah. But, as long as it's gone, relatively well, man, that's the
Mhm.
main thing, isn't it? And it's only first week as well. I feel like plugins, shelf
More
life's going to be a
evergreen,
lot
innit?
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think over time it'll be one of the solid ones. It's just
Yeah,
not the same as a sample pack where it's like, okay, we need these sounds now, and 3 months later, I'm bored of these sounds. Let's try a new one. This will just be more evergreen, like you said, and I think it will just pick up at random times.
yeah,
I
Mhm.
think like when we fast forward a few years, it'll probably be like a top selling thing.
for sure. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like Black
Yeah.
Friday deal, like I feel like there'll be
Hmm.
those seasons where people are just looking for plugins.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's good though. That's good.
Are you two working on anything? You've got your pack out, Ocean. How's that doing?
I mean, it did sick like the first week. Now it's been a bit slower, but I think it's because since I released it, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Hmm.
I haven't really done another like proper beat making video that's done well anyway.
Right.
So I think I need to keep the way that it's going to keep selling. I think I just need to keep using it,
Yeah,
putting it in videos, and then the spikes will
Hmm.
just keep happening.
yeah. The
But
last videos
I'm
are
Awesome.
I'm
talking
super
head
happy
on.
with the results. I'm not gonna lie. I
Nice.
wasn't really expecting much from it, and it surprised me. So yeah, I'm super happy with how it's gone, and I'm gonna do a 7 pack next. I've been working on the 7 pack now
Yeah.
for
Nice,
a little bit, so hopefully that one will come around May.
Got ya.
sick. Nice man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would make sense for you. You do use it a lot. And a lot of those sounds probably come from sims like Serum, don't they?
yeah. Seren's probably like the most used VST. I mean, it's not the one I use the most. I was probably the second most one I use, but
Yeah.
everyone kind of has Serum, and it's
Hmm.
so in depth. It's confusing sometimes, man. So much sound design you can do within it.
Yeah. Like I always think I
Yeah,
know a little bit about sound design and then I'll use a preset pack and then I'll like lift up the hood to see what people have done to create that sound. I'm like, what the fuck? When you
Yeah.
check how many things are linked to each other and it's like, never would have thought of that.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's a rabbit hole, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I know sound design, but
Hmm.
with Serum, I feel like I know about 20% of the VST. There's still a lot more that can be
Yeah.
done.
100%. Hmm.
Yeah,
I was reading some stats earlier just to see what we could bring up. And I'd always like talking about AI because it feels like that's just the topic of everyone's conversation, but found like some interesting stuff. Um, so we kind of know this, but AI slop has been like flooding streaming, but I didn't know like how many numbers were actually going through. So there's something that Deezer reported. They said they receive 50,000 fully AI generated tracks every single day, accounting for 34% of all new music. Spotify removed over 75 million spammy tracks in 12 months and just launched a new feature called Artist Profile Protection because AI generated songs have been uploaded to the pages of dead artists like Sophie and bands like Uncle Tupelo. I'm not sure who they are. So fans thinking it's real music. Um, so 50,000 fully AI generated tracks every single day going to Deezer. So I didn't
wow.
know it was like that much.
Same.
So a lot, like 34% of all new music is just like AI slot tracks going through. So it's not necessarily artists that have used that AI as part of the process. It's just people just purely just generating shit. and just flooding Spotify and Deezer to try and play, I guess, the SEO game of just like, let's just get as much stuff out there. Let's
Yeah.
use as many keywords as we can so people find it. And then with that many songs going out, the streams will just accumulate. Even if it's not the most listened to thing, when you've got so much out there, it'll bring in something. So I guess it's like, how do you even police that when you're Spotify? I guess it's their job to come up with like the technology to detect what slop is. But
Man.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's listening to this stuff though?
I mean, with the way Spotify's set up, maybe some tracks just get recommended. Maybe there's things based on SEO where you're just typing in something like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't think I've come across any AI songs, like purely AI. I'm talking like an AI artist, not a human that's used AI in my world or in my algorithm ever.
Maybe there's
Well, like,
been,
that's-
I've seen them
that's
pop up
that's
on
crazy.
TikTok. You know, like that. Was it the
But that's
60s version of 50 Cent? There'll be
yeah,
like some
but I
tracks that
mean
go
Yeah,
viral
yeah.
like that.
that's only like ones that have gone viral and kind of crossed over that
Yeah.
are actually truly exceptional. But just the average AI song, I don't know who's. I need to like meet people who are like into AI music and stuff and see where their heads at with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
Mm.
anyone that I know people that are curious and be like, no way is that AI, and they'll kind of just listen like the first time just because it's interesting.
One
But
and done.
I
Yeah.
don't know who's like, adding the albums to the playlist, and it's like,
Yeah.
all
It's
right,
just
Mm.
timeless
time, let's
music.
put on that AI music. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, no one's ever said like, "Oh, have you heard blah blah?" This AI artist that just come out and
Uh-huh.
just dropped a new song. Like,
Yeah.
nah, not really. It's interesting,
It is,
Mhm.
man.
unless there's maybe some background music or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'd probably use it for, like some kind of background, like jazz music in the background and stuff. But there's so many good playlists like that anyway, so it's like, that itch has already been scratched, you know?
Yeah. It does feel like there's a huge anti-AI movement. Like people really don't like AI.
Hmm
I
Surprisingly,
can, yeah.
that people are so strongly against it as well.
Uh-huh.
Although, hang on a minute, let me pull this email up. I won't say who sent me it, but there was a producer who applied for the mentorship program, and he was just kind of like one of those producers who's like asking 1,000 questions and then just wouldn't decide to do it anyway, you know, like one of that kind of guy. But yeah, I just wanted sent him an invite to jump on a call, and again asked a bunch of questions. I was like, yeah, I just said, I was like, book yourself in, we'll take care of all this on the call, blah blah blah. Anyway, he said, hey man, I'm still interested. I'm currently creating, but I have to be really honest with you. I got a little discouraged after running some of my old instrumentals through Suno and just hitting mix and master for a modern audience. And it actually did it. It sounds incredible, but at the same time, it made me think. Anyway, I'm doing some research on a MIDI piano, not just a controller, since I actually play the keys for fun. Once I get the solid body bar, I've decided to use Suno as a benchmark for where the industry is right now in terms of instrumentals and build them from there. But yeah, I'm guessing I'm guessing some of the DAWs I'm looking into have similar AI help built in now too. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, basically, he was saying that I've given up on producing. I'm just gonna let Suno do it for me. So I was
Or is he
interested.
saying
Fair
he's
enough,
using
man.
it as a benchmark to like, that's how my mixes should sound?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But I don't. Unless you can you stem split in Suno?
Probably.
You can. I think you can get
Not
the
sure.
vocals and the beat
Oh, can you?
separate. I think I'll have to check. But as a benchmark, surely you'd want to list. Sure, I felt you'd want to hear like the music you like from like your favorite producers or artists as the benchmark over Suno.
I know, yeah. I definitely wouldn't use Suno as a benchmark for what's current and what the
No.
sound should be. Because I mean, it's trained on music, but I still don't think it's as good as music that
What's
humans
actually
are
coming out
making.
in it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
not-
guess it's
yeah, I
always
feel
going
like
to be a bit slow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got
it's
to catch up.
behind like a few years. I feel like it's generic. I had a go with it like a couple months ago, and I told it to make like a melodic trap song. I've got some vocals, like some lyrics written in Claude, and then pulled it into there and said make a
Hmm.
melodic trap song, and it just sounded like a song from like 2000 and like like Lemonade,
Oh
Internet Money
yeah.
kind of style.
Hmm.
Obviously, great sound back in the day, but it just sounded like that. I was like, well,
Hmm.
it's not really current. And I don't know, it just didn't seem great. It just felt very generic.
Yeah, I'd say that's a weird space to be like reference checking with Suno.
Yeah,
Much better off just like bringing in an actual track that you like that's current and
100%.
just level matching.
literally. Yeah, literally.
100%.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. I mean I'm guilty for doing it in the early days as well. You kind of box yourself into your own way of thinking.
Yeah.
You try and go your own way with it, and then I think it takes a few years to realize like you just kind of need to learn from people that are ahead of you. But
Hmm.
yeah, in the early days, yeah, I'm gonna learn. In your head, you're like, I'm gonna figure things out this way, and this is like my way of doing it. But
It's probably
yeah,
hard for someone new who's brand new to production because obviously we've come up through different ages. Like we've seen it from, oh, it depends when you started, but we've seen people cooking up on NPCs maybe, then we've seen people using like DAWs, and we've seen like a lot of different stuff. But for people coming in now when AI is a big thing, if you don't know anything about music production, you might step into it and think, oh, like AI, is that that's what everyone's using? Like, is that where I need to start? Because
yeah,
in our head everything's so clear and on like what we should be doing, but for someone brand new they'll have a lot of questions and not really sure where to look. With AI just being everywhere, maybe they do think that, oh, that's I can't just not use it because that's what it is these days. If I want to keep up, everyone's using AI, so I need to use it.
yeah, yeah. Probably. I feel like we kind of lack having a fresh perspective now because we've just been doing it for so long. Like we just kind of have our ways set. Whereas
Yeah.
yeah, someone
But
coming
but
into it
also
now,
there's nothing wrong with having your own way of making music. It's just how you do it as well. You know what I mean? Like if you prefer to use a DAW than AI,
Mm-hmm.
or let's say you're like 50 and you still prefer to use an MPC than a DAW, like as long as you can get to your outcome as efficiently as possible, I guess it kind of doesn't really matter.
I
yeah,
guess so.
yeah,
There's still just a part of me that just thinks if someone's just prompting, that's all they're doing.
mm,
It's hard for me to just accept that they're a producer.
yeah,
But then
for
people
sure.
would say, oh, it's hard to accept Jay's a producer because he doesn't play an instrument or he uses something from Splice or whatever the reason
Yeah,
is. There's always going to be someone that says something. So maybe we'll just be the boomers that are saying shit. But
So would
it
you
just feels,
consider someone who doesn't make beats a producer still,
yeah, like DJ Khaled.
like a DJ Khaled?
yeah, I think it's just a different type. Like that is what a producer that's what a producer used to be. Like they wouldn't know how you'd have a producer, and you'd have a drum programmer,
Yeah,
you'd have a
session
session
musicians.
musician,
Yeah,
yeah. And it takes it's real skill to be able to just have that taste and just know exactly what is gonna work. And it's like, okay,
mm,
you play this type of keys, you do this, we need this type of drums.
mm,
Like that is what a producer is, really.
yeah,
Hmm.
sure.
So I still think that's like a real skill. I wouldn't say DJ Khaled isn't a producer because he doesn't make beats.
Mm.
Hmm.
But then
Because he's
saying that, I guess the modern way is to, if you've not got the musicians in the room, it's like, okay, well, let me prompt what I want.
Use the AI drummer.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of
yeah, you still gotta have the taste.
in some ways, it's kind of just
I guess
the
so.
non-social way of doing it.
Yeah, because I guess if you've got the exact vision in your head, like a classic producer would have, you're right. I guess you're just prompting it instead of directing someone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe that's how Timberland looks at it.
Maybe. Hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, what have we done?
Yeah, I see both arguments.
Definitely.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Hay fever time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what with it?
You're struggling. You're muting it to sneeze.
Yeah, I couldn't get to it before the first two. Yeah, it's I kind of get happy when I get my sneezes because I'm like, oh, it means the weather's getting better. As long as
It's
it's not
that
like,
time of year.
yeah. Hmm.
I was
And
also trying to figure out as well, because we've definitely spoke about this before, but I was trying to figure out if it is better for artists now compared to before streaming. Because people had that
Yeah.
argument, don't they, of times were better before streaming where you could just sell albums and you'd make so much more money. But we've kind of said we just don't think that's the case because maybe the artists who were signed to labels and were selling millions of CDs, maybe they were getting a bigger check compared to now. But there's definitely more independent artists being able to make a living now. Not necessarily just off music itself
oh
and streaming,
yeah,
but just the whole thing that comes with modern technology, like being able to build a brand online and sell merch or mentorships or fucking whatever it is. Like there's so many other things involved. So
Hmm.
now more independent artists than ever are able to make a living off music, which is what I found when I was searching. But it's not that it's just streaming that's paying for it. It's because of the other things you can do around your music to build community.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think you can be more savvy with music these days. There's more avenues to go down.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I feel like that can be kind of overwhelming to producers. I've kind of noticed that on a lot of these calls, I'll ask guys like, "Oh, what do you want to do with music? You know, do you have like a long-term play for anything?" And a lot of them kind of say like 10 different things all at once. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I do want to have a type beat channel, but I also want to get placements, and then I want to be in studio as well. I want to build my YouTube channel, and then I want to build like 10 different things.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to build 10 different businesses all at the same time, and yeah, I feel like yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. Um,
That's interesting
so
because a lot of the guys that I speak to, it's the opposite in the sense that they don't actually feel like they can make money from music. They see it as
yeah, I
such
get
a
that too.
far away thing, as if
Yeah.
it's impossible, like an impossible dream to make money from your music.
Yeah, no, I definitely get guys like that too. Um, what do you normally say to them when they say that?
I don't think it's impossible. You just got to find, I guess, in a sense, you just got to find a lane and kind of do what works for you. And
Mm.
the lane usually figures itself out. Like I didn't in the beginning see myself necessarily selling sample packs, but
Hmm.
I got into YouTube, which become more like content creation, and so your audience is producers, so you sell sample packs. Like it kind of revealed itself.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Honestly, though, I kind of feel like it's a bit of how can I say this? Because I don't think it's necessarily a lack of information of not knowing that you can. I think most people
it's
know
the belief.
that they can, but it's more about the belief of
Hmm.
can they do it themselves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I think yeah, I think if they don't have something, I know for me at least, like when I first started out, I just genuinely believed that I could do the type beat thing, or like genuinely I could do the beat selling thing. So I
Hmm.
really was able to internalize it. I think if you can do that, it doesn't have to be that for the rest of your time doing music, but as long as you've got one thing where you like really see myself being able to do that, I could do that. You see people doing it online. It's like, yeah, I could definitely do that. You just need one avenue that you can really believe in and you can really go for. Because then as soon as that starts working and you kind of get deep into it and you feel okay, well, if I need to sell more of this in this way, then I need to make more content. And then through making content, you're like, oh shit, other people are doing this business selling sample kits or whatever it is, or and then I'm getting sponsorships, or
Hmm.
getting now weirdly I'm getting artists trying to hit me up for custom production. So it's like, yeah, I feel like as long as you can buy into one thing and really believe in it, then that's all
Yeah.
you need. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree as well. And honestly, I think it comes down to as well just having the audacity to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make the money from doing this.
Yeah.
But also not in the sense of like, oh, just because I said so, but more so like you're gonna actually put in the work to do it. But in order to put in the work, like you really have to know kind of vibe. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Mm.
for sure. almost need to be a little, not, you don't have to, but I think sometimes you have to be a little bit delusional in the beginning. I feel like in the beginning I was kind of like, yeah, 6 months I'm gonna be full-time producer. You know what I mean? You just really have like get really excited, have these big goals and stuff. But I think
Yeah.
as long as you buy in and you're prepared to spend a couple of years working really hard at it, then that's all I think that's a good starting point. Just
Mm.
you know, not expecting any results in the beginning, but gunning for results. You know, like gunning for not results, but you know what I mean, like gunning for getting that first sale. Or I don't know. You know what I'm kind of trying to say.
Yeah. Just knowing that your time will come as long as you're putting in the work.
Yeah, as long I think I don't know, but I think because you had the same mindset as well, Jay. It was like not having a plan B helped a lot.
Yeah.
Um, the pop, you know, sometimes it just, you know, life might happen. You know, you might end up having a kid or something or whatnot, family. But so you do have to really rearrange things. But in the beginning, yeah, I was just like, there's no plan B. Like, it's music or nothing.
Hmm.
Unless like I get kicked out of the house or like I'm really, really financially, I'm like, okay, I do have to go get a, you know, go get a full-time job and figure things out again. Yeah, there's no plan B. Even in that situation, it'd be like, okay, well, I'm not going to stop music. I'm just going to have to slow down for a year and work a full-time job and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that mindset helped as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but yeah, it's a tricky one, man. I think everyone works different. I think that might be too much pressure for some people.
Yeah, I
They
guess for
need
some
that
people they're
stability.
just not that yeah, like you said, they need that that stability. They're not super
Yeah,
risky.
yeah,
Whereas
for
like
sure.
for me or you, maybe we are to some people extremely risky. We're willing to bet on ourselves, bet it all.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I remember when I told people in the early days, like I'm gonna, you know, do music production and do this, like make money doing this, and then yeah, I got had for a friend from uni saying like, oh, it was pretty drunk, but it was like, bro, just how are you gonna do it? Like, I just don't understand how you're gonna do that. Like, you know, where are you gonna get the money to pay your bills and all that? I'm like, just do it like this, and he's like, he couldn't wrap his head around it. He just said, no,
Yeah.
I'd need some kind of stability while I'm
Mm.
doing that. Um, so, but I think you can do it that way as well, though. If you can, yeah, I think if you can figure out how to make an income whilst working a full-time job, then at a
Hmm.
certain point with the production stuff, you're going to be so maxed out that you have no choice but to go full-time, you know, at a certain point.
Mm.
Just takes a little bit longer to build, I'd say, but still doable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that obviously the best way if you can is work the least amount you can to be able to make a living, to be able to do this on top, and then
Yeah.
once the numbers start making sense, then leave the job. But I'm a hypocrite in saying that because I left my job without making a penny in music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I
I
said,
think that's good as well. I think it really depends. This is actually something I think is very specific to every person. And when
yeah,
people ask this advice, I don't think anyone can really give advice because it's one of them ones where you have to look at like what are you cool with doing and how
Hmm.
does it
hmm,
affect the people around you? Because like for me to for example like go broke for a year and not have a job and just try and figure out music is calm because I'm just taking care of myself. I don't have
Yeah.
a kid. But if I had like three kids, maybe that's not the right move to make. Maybe
yeah,
you need to
Yeah.
keep your job and just make music on the side.
Hmm.
And also like before, maybe you're just not comfortable with just being so risky with just having like a fiver in your account, but knowing that at any
hmm,
moment this is going to be 5 grand from the music.
Yeah, for
Some people
sure.
are just not wired that way. They'll see a fiver and start panicking and worrying and start doubting their
Yeah.
music and like,
yeah,
fuck, is this gonna happen? Whereas like some people, fuck it, I got fiver, but like it's calm and like, I can live off that for I
Mm.
made that stretch for a week. Next week,
definitely.
5 grand is around the corner. Like everyone is just wired kind of differently.
Yeah, for
Hmm.
sure. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh,
And I
man, it's
remember
got.
when I first left my job and I wasn't making a penny through music, I was trying anything to just make a little bit of a living. Because
Mm.
I started off by just stripping back fully, like I got rid of my car and just bought like a shitty banger to ride around in. Then you stop the Sainsbury's shops and you're shopping at Aldi and just any little things. I got rid of
Yeah.
my phone contract. It's like, all right, just SIM only now, like £15 a month.
Oh
It was
Yeah.
just
shit, man went back to
everything.
sim.
I just got rid of everything, and then it's kind of liberating because it's like I can actually live on a small amount, And then I was trying just anything to make a bit of money. I think I had a somewhat of a YouTube audience, not much. And I remember offering like one-on-one consultations, but they'd be like in person as well. So I had like, I need to find his name actually. There was one guy that paid, I can't remember how much. It might have been a few hundred to like spend the day with me and like learn from me and like make music and stuff. And my music wasn't even that good then. I need to find who that was actually, because that was like my first guy who probably first like proper believed in me and was like, I'm gonna pay this guy for his education. And
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
signed up for like Tutorful, and I was trying to teach people how to make beats on there. And that was weird because people would pull up to my house. I only had like two people do it. I was like teaching this one kid, and then this one guy, just like proper like weird like strange guy who just didn't really say anything. He just looked a bit odd and like wouldn't take his boots off. So he was just in my house with his like boots and fucking yeah, it was just the most weird interaction ever. It was just
Oh, Jesus
just looking
Christ.
back at
That's
those
crazy.
days now. It's it was crazy, but I was just willing to try anything just to make a little bit of money just to sustain everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how much you can actually strip back in order to do it.
Hmm.
Because some people get so comfortable in their jobs. It's like, oh, I've got my car, got my phone, got
Yeah.
this and that. I buy these clothes, I do this, spend this much on a
It's the
food shop. But
lifestyle.
when
Yeah.
you really strip it back, you can live quite a minimalistic life and be
100%.
fine.
Yeah. I got a friend that's like that. Yeah, I won't go into the personal stuff, but yeah, got a really good lifestyle, nice car, nice house. Um, Something came up in personal life, and then it's like, because everything that her lifestyle was affording was revolving around like a relationship. It's like
Hmm.
that lifestyle probably gets taken away if she moves away from the stuff that she's doing now, and now she'll have to start again. So she's like, yeah, doesn't want to give that up, all that stuff up, but she's like, I need to get away from this situation. I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
it's fucking brutal. It's a brutal situation to be in, especially knowing that you are going to have to take a huge pay cut and take everything kind of back to bare bones again.
Yeah.
But it's only temporary, just like everything, you know. Um, yeah. I remember I was gonna say I did a podcast with this African producer who's kind of smaller YouTuber producer kind of guy, and he was asking some questions, and basically every time he asked a question, I was like, well, it depends, and then I think he was getting sick of me saying it depends, because at the end he was like, I need some advice, like, you know, for upcoming producers, be all and end all, like if you had to give certain advice. I was like, I can't do. I was like, I refuse. I really can't do that. Like everything does depend, and then like the longer you do it, the less clear you can give advice. Almost.
Yeah.
There's
There's no
no
set path for anyone.
black and white, is there?
But the more
Um,
you go down your path, the more it kind of just reveals itself to you. You can't always
yeah,
see everything from the beginning.
Nah.
yeah, for sure. Like
At the
even
beginning, when you quit your job, Jay, did you see yourself releasing Layerizer?
Nah. No
yeah,
chance. To be honest, at first I just wanted a type beat channel. I just wanted to sell beats
Exactly,
online.
man.
same, yeah. I feel like we
Same.
all
We
kind
all
of get
wanted
into
to
it for
just
that
sell
reason.
beats and
Yeah. Just cook
live.
up,
I wanted
sell
to live like
beats.
Taz Taylor. Put it that
Yeah, yeah,
way.
Yeah, yeah.
literally, yeah, yeah. I remember it was like that was the first reason, type beats, and then I saw Kyle Beats. I was like, oh, YouTube looks fun. So then
Yeah.
you go into that. Maybe loads of more artists will see my beats if I do make YouTube videos, and
Hmm.
then nope, it's like like old producers, and it's like, oh, where'd you get your sounds from? And it's like, oh, Kit. So yeah, it just there's like weird phases that just kind of reveal themselves as you go through.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I wonder what like so let's say someone started in like 2024 or 2025. I wonder what their path would look like. It'd be interesting to like see why they got into it, because maybe now having seen all these content creators or seen, you know, just people doing different stuff in music now, like I feel like it's changed a lot. I wonder like what their path would be. Maybe they got into it not for type beats. Maybe they wanted to be a YouTuber first, and then something
Yeah.
else revealed itself to them. You know?
Yeah, because there's so many things to look at now. They're
Yeah,
like, oh, I want a piece of that. Because I see it like there's so many people trying to sell sample packs so many type beat
Mm.
channels.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, there are so many things to look at and think, oh, I want a piece of that pie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Very interesting.
People
I
do
also
come
saw,
in as well and just want to sell sample packs. I've met a couple of producers who are
yeah.
like, that's their lane, you know?
Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure. Yeah. What do you say to those guys that say that? Or like, let's say
Say what?
they say like, I want to build a sample pack business, this year. I want to be earning like 3K a month from a sample pack business. That's my goal.
I think people think it's easier than it is.
Yeah.
I think people just think, oh, I'm just gonna put out a drum kit and then it's gonna sell.
Hmm. Yeah. I do have to explain to a lot of them like, long term, that's probably, yeah, it's good to build, but like, yeah, you don't expect those kind of numbers in a year. You need like like primary thing is traffic, so you've got to pay for it or you got to build it. So either
Yeah.
way, it's not going to be
But
easy.
to play devil's advocate,
Fuck's sake.
I always got to play devil's advocate. Low key, I feel like having that mindset of, let's say, okay, I want to make 3K a month this year. If you hold that as like your end goal, like 3K, we're going to get to 3K, we're going to get to 3K, and really truly believe that 3K is going to hit my account by the end of this year, you can pull it off. Like you said, traffic, you can buy traffic. It's not that hard, man. You just run Facebook ads, you can make it happen. TikToks. If you're that keen to make 3K a month and you're gonna make it happen, 20 TikToks a day. What's stopping you from making 20 TikToks a day to get that traffic in? Might take you 6 months to build that audience. Might burn yourself out. Might be impossible for some. But it's not impossible. You can actually make it happen.
Nah, it's
Not
not
saying it's hard.
It's
impossible.
not impossible. For
Not
sure,
saying it's
but-
hard. I mean, easy.
That's-
Sorry, I'm
yeah.
not saying it's easy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's possible, but it requires a lot of work. And I think
Yeah.
most people just look at it and think, oh, I can just make a sample pack and put it out, and it's going to make me some money. I think the majority of people who are making sample packs like that aren't willing to put in that level of work to get that
Mhm.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it.
But it's
Yeah, I think
100%
maybe-
possible if you
And,
work.
and
Maybe
it's,
maybe
it's
that's
a
the-
grind, man. Like you're selling the kits for anywhere between 10 to $100, depending on the size and the contents.
Hmm.
Even at the top end, you're still gonna have to move a lot of units to hit that goal. So I
Yeah.
always just say to like a lot of those guys, like early on, I'd probably focus. You can do that on the side, but I'd probably focus on something else where you can charge more. You don't have to worry about maybe you only need 3 or 4 sales per month to hit that target, and we can work backwards from there.
Yeah.
Like
And I
custom-
always think that ads should just be fuel to the fire. I feel like the foundation has to be there through organic
yeah, for sure.
content. It could be done like purely with paid ads. Like I've seen that happen before where some ads are just popping off and you haven't really heard of them,
Cymatics or
but
something.
the ads just so good or the content in the ad's so good. But
Mhm.
I always feel like you should have your foundation there first
Yeah,
and just build up your personal brand like with organic content. And then once you start running ads, like I said, it just adds fuel to the fire.
Mm.
Maybe I'm delusional in thinking that it's
Well,
possible.
I think you're
But
right. It's
I
doable.
I think
It's
it's
just-
true. I think people just maybe need to wrap their heads around what it requires of them. But I
Yeah.
don't think they should get rid of like, oh well, it's a grind and this kind of thing. Because when you say, okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but when you say these words, yeah, low key, it kind of impacts your perception on it, and then now it's gonna impact how you're moving with it. Oh, it's a grind, so now it's gonna be
Feels like
hard
a
to
chore.
do like 20 TikToks now. Whereas like before, you was excited, you was ready to do your 20 TikToks because you know you was gonna get your $3,000. Imagine if someone said
Yeah.
to you, okay, you're gonna make $3,000, but to get that $3,000, you're gonna need to have made 500 TikToks. But the faster you wrap out those 500 TikToks and get the data of what's working and what's not,
That's true.
but it's guaranteed that you do 500 TikToks, you're gonna get that 3K. You do it. Or let's say, Jay, release another 1,000 videos and you're gonna make 10 million. Now you know all you got to do is 10,000. It doesn't really matter if it's a grind or not. You're eventually going to hit those
Yeah.
1,000
Yeah.
videos or whatever to get your 10
For
million.
sure. And I guess along that journey anyway, that will probably reveal stuff to you, and outside of that target. Like if the idea was like, okay, I want 3K in my account I'm gonna smash out, I'm gonna make this kit and then just smash out content, run ads or whatever. In that process, you're probably like, oh, actually, this is something that could be potential. Like, this is working. It's not even the kit. It's maybe, I don't know, people hitting me up for sound design work, for, I don't know, just something random, but something could reveal
Maybe the
itself
Native
through that
Instruments
process.
decides to hire you to create their new pack or soundtrack
Yeah,
series or
yeah,
stuff,
that's
and it's
it.
like, yeah, let me
It could take a
let me
complete
license you
left
to do
turn.
20 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
But basically, all I'm trying to say to anyone who's listening is like, in a sense, be delusional, but realistic with that delusion. Like, just know what you're
Hmm.
getting yourself into, but don't let it hold you back
for
because
sure.
of a notion or anything like that.
Hmm.
If I hope that kind of makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Interesting, man. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'm just crazy or something. I don't
Maybe
know.
we're just all out
No.
of touch. Yeah.
Maybe so, but I think that's also a good thing. It's like it can be a gift and a curse to be a bit naive and
Yeah.
I think we've just seen so
whatnot.
much shit happen that anything really is possible. We've seen people
Mm.
like fully grind it out and will get somewhere, people will grind it out and not get somewhere, people will
Yeah.
not do much and get somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything does happen.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
true, man. Yeah,
it's just
I
playing
Yeah,
your
just,
people. Some
cards right
people
and just
grind for years, bro,
yeah.
and
I
they
just
stay
thought of
stuck.
when Gammy first started his channel, because he uploaded like two videos, right, and then one of them just got like 1 million views
Hmm.
really.
straight away.
Yeah, I
But
remember that.
yeah, I think again you gotta take it with a grain of salt because it's like, okay, you see that, you're like, okay, well, that's the formula then, like that's gonna work for me. No,
Hmm.
he was a really good producer before that.
But he was grinding
Um,
before that. He was doing vlogs and shit.
exactly. He had his type beat channel that was popping, so that might have taken him 10 years to build. You know what I mean? So it's like everyone looks at the surface level stuff and then that's it. Like I had a producer in Canada. He wants to make a type beat channel and he wants to do like Punjabi trap type beats for like Indian artists.
Hmm.
So he keeps saying like maybe I should start. Should I do it now? I'm like, what do you want to get out of it? He's like, yeah, sell beats and stuff. I'm like, if you want to do that, cool. But I was like, don't expect sales right now. But if you want to do it, fine. But I recommend doing it a different way to begin with. But anyway, he keeps saying like, oh, maybe should I start uploading these now? And then I said, right, okay, why do you want to do this? He went, so I can get, they're getting views, like Punjabi type beats are getting views. So I opened up YouTube, I said Punjabi hard trap type beat. Some of them like from a week ago, like 10K, 30K, 50K. I went, okay, right, let's filter it to the last 24 hours. And I said, well, first of all, there's like 100 videos that was uploaded in the last day. And out of those, only like one of them's doing half decent. It was on like, I think it's on like 900 views or 1,000 views. I said, and then let's listen to the beat, and the beat was incredible. I was like, look, you gotta be realistic. I was like, you have to think like, look at what's out there now and where you kind of sit realistically in that space. I was like, expectation wise, you can't be up here because it more than likely isn't going to get to that point. So I just had to kind of show it. He went, okay, I've never really thought of it that way. I was like, I know, like I didn't. I felt like we all haven't, right? When we first start doing type beat stuff, we just see the big guys killing
Hmm.
it, and we just assume that could be us, and it can be for sure. But then, yeah, we don't see the thousands of beats that were uploaded, earlier on that day that are not doing
Yeah.
anything. Like the 95% of the uploads that day that don't do anything.
Hmm.
Forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, bit of a ramble. Yeah,
I hear it.
I know. I
But
felt
you
like a
know
bit of
what?
a downer on that, but yeah,
No, 100%. But
yeah,
I feel like as well, like when people used to say back in the day, like, oh, enjoy the journey. It's not always about the end goal. I used to think that was such bullshit. Like, let me just get to my goal now. Like, let me just win. I don't want to keep
yeah, yeah.
taking L's.
Yeah.
But
Enjoy the journey. Yeah, yeah,
the more mature I've got, I've realized like the journey is really important, and also like it is low key important because when for example, I don't know about you, Jay, but when I've hit the 100K subscribers on YouTube, it wasn't that exciting to when I was like all the anticipation up to getting to 100K subscribers. Like I think it's always
Hmm.
the journey and actually taking those losses. Like for that guy, maybe he needs to upload that Punjabi beat just to learn,
Yeah,
Oh,
just to know. Yeah.
like let that lesson hit home a bit harder sometimes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes
Yeah,
we've got to
For
put our
sure.
hand in the fire to be like, okay, no. I don't know why as humans we're stupid like that. We have to learn a lesson rather than just like listening to other people sometimes. But
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. You gotta like fall off the bike
uh-huh.
to know not to do that again. So yeah,
I
I
think
got
I
yeah.
think I was more excited to hit 1,000 subscribers than I was a hundred
to hit
thousand.
100K.
Tell me, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
When I hit my first thousand, I was like, that was because I had nothing before. I'd like gone from a high paid job to fuck all,
Hmm.
and it was the first moment where I'm like, okay, shit's happening now. I was like
Yeah.
so
Mm,
excited to hit 1,000 because I was like, if I can hit 1,000, I can hit 100,000. But by the time I got to 100,000, I got so used to having an audience that it didn't really mean much.
Mm.
yeah, for sure.
But getting to that first 1K, because YouTube subscribers as well, it's not like Instagram followers, because people will just like follow you. I feel like when someone hits subscribe on YouTube, they're kind of locked into you, or at least they've watched a long form piece of content, which
Hmm.
is the same amount of like a lot of shorts, you know what I mean? So I feel like they are more locked in.
Hmm.
So it just felt way more meaningful because I could see the
Hmm.
potential from there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is mad because everyone just wants that 100K. Like I want the plaque. And don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
it was a good
100%.
feeling to like get the plaque. It's like it's nice, but it wasn't like the same level of excitement as
Yeah.
hitting that first 1K.
Hmm.
Do you think maybe people get hold a lot of weight in it because it represents, okay, if I hit that number, then I'm gonna be probably balling, or like my situation's gonna be better. Do you think that's probably why people hold a lot of weight early on?
Maybe. I guess they look at people who've already built up an audience and the plaque kind of represents that in a way. So maybe they think it equals a certain amount of success. But then there's people who will grow a channel and hit 100K but not really have
No
anything set up in the
foundation.
back end probably
Yeah.
and or properly, and then they're still not like earning. Like I bet there's a lot of channels out there who've got 100,000 subscribers but aren't making a full-time living.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%
Yeah, definitely.
for sure.
And there's channels out there with like 5K subscribers that are earning like six figures because it's
Yeah.
maybe they were a business first and then like, oh, let me just make content. And then I was like,
Uh-huh.
boom, traffic just went crazy. You know, some of the videos just,
That's
yeah,
it.
they're just attracting the perfect client, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is weird. I feel like I don't know, maybe this is a blanket statement, but most people are not in just in music, but will get into something and then immediately go for the cheapest thing when they try and monetize. So it's like they get into fashion. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to sell like, you know, go on Alibaba or, you know, like Printful and get like $20
Hmm.
t-shirts. Like, oh, I'm going to make a living from this. Like people, I've seen my favorite influencer do it, you know, $20 t-shirt. So I'm going to do the same. And it's like, that's going to take a lot to make it, you know, any kind of livable income from.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done it as well. You know, I think I started when I first started. I was making these beat packs of like 10. So it was during the time when Anno Domini and
I
the
made
other
you
guy,
money. Like
Oh
Gabe.
yeah, I remember
Gabe,
that
Legion
guy.
yeah,
Gabe.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Legion, yeah. And I was like, oh man, that looks like that makes sense. You know, like it's great deal for the artist, and it's a no brainer. So I did it. I think I sold like 2 packs for like $20.
They
It was
created a
like,
whole wave, man.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
remember
Did you get the
hearing them.
course?
yeah.
I
They did the
didn't. I know
course.
you did. I don't think I
Mm.
could afford it at the time.
Yeah, I didn't do the course either. And I think you know him, Jay. There's a producer,
Ben's, he was on
Ben's.
your course,
Yeah,
wasn't
Ben's did the course. Yeah,
he?
he
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
we spoke about it a while, like years and years and years ago. He was talking about the course.
Some people
Yeah,
got some success from that, to be
yeah,
honest. But
I
again, it's one of
I did,
those
to be
where,
fair,
did you?
but I
mm.
applied it differently because his one was for beats. You put 10 beats in a pack and you sell it for like $30. It was very
Hmm.
ClickFunnels method. But then I
Yeah.
was like, why don't I just use this funnel to just sell my sample packs?
Hmm.
So I flipped it.
Mm.
And I think the same thing with Jacob. He kind of flipped it to where he did it for sample packs and then he did it for his like plugins, and it kind of set off that whole world for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a good system. I remember listening to them when I was at my old job, and they it listening to them talk was probably one of the things that made me realize oh, there's like money to be made, like it is possible. And that kind of, I think I was gonna leave my job anyway, but I almost felt like, okay, this is like a good system that I could use, when I leave my job.
Yeah.
Because they were making some crazy numbers, weren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
They started like a whole wave of producers running ads.
Hmm.
It's kind
Ads were
of,
different then as well, weren't they? I wasn't even running them then, but the way they were set up, I think you could make a lot more back.
yeah, as soon as you
Like
got
the
the
raw
target
ads.
and on point, it was like spending
Uh-huh.
money essentially at that point. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Feel like they kind of fucked up the BeatStars marketplace. It's like you look at it now, all the ads are just like 10 beats for like $3
Yeah.
and just some crazy offers, man. It's like what?
Do
I
you
mean,
feel like
That's
especially
that
now.
affects
crazy.
other producers? Because
Say
people
again?
will say, do you think that affects other producers when people are selling beats for so cheap? Do you think it has an effect on other producers' businesses
I don't
where
think
they're
so.
selling beats for a higher price?
I don't think so.
I guess it
I don't think
depends on
so.
the kind of buyer you're attracting with that though, because
Yeah,
if you're selling a beat for like $3,
200 beats for $50. First page on BeatStars on the marketplace, trending tracks.
Hmm.
I think that appeals to a certain type of artist or a certain type of customer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good customers.
Nah, Future ain't buying that.
No, 100
Because you see
beats for
people saying that. You
$50.
see people saying, oh, these producers have ruined it because they're selling beats for so cheap. They ruined it for everyone else now.
I
I
don't think
just
they
think
have.
that beats are only
But there's
worth
still
this much.
producers that are selling beats for like 20 grand, 10 grand,
Yeah,
50
it's
grand.
not.
So
I
Yeah.
think it's just the way you approach it, and it's like, well, what type of people do you want to work with? Like, yeah, talented artists aren't going to buy 100 beats for 50 quid.
Hmm.
Because it's like if it's that cheap, then most people are going to buy. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
It's still the same way you could buy a plain white t-shirt for £1 at
Yeah,
some market shop, but then you could also buy a
mm,
plain white t-shirt from Gucci probably for hundreds.
yeah.
yeah,
It's the exact same thing. So like furniture, like 10 grand on a sofa or 100 quid on one from Temu. So
Yeah.
you know, you know what you're gonna get with the money. Probably not going to be that good. It's
Hmm.
probably not going to be that good. So I think as well the problem these beat packs as well. People are doing like AI beats, so they'll just spam like 100 AI beats from Suno and
Oh
stuff, and
yeah.
then just put
yeah.
them into a pack.
That's not surprising at all. You might as well
Yeah,
at that point.
but yeah, I mean, there's not many. There's one on 100 beats for $100, 100 beats for $50, 200 beats for $50. But then there's like out of those three, there's a bunch of just normal beats. But then there's one that's like 90% off, 90% off this beat. Um, yeah, interesting. But yeah, the prices seem pretty regular. Like all the standalone beats are fairly stable: $29, $50, $20, $49. So maybe it's not had as big an impact as we thought.
Nah, I don't think it. I think it just comes down to personal brand again.
Yeah,
If
for
you've
sure.
developed your brand a certain way, you will attract higher paying customers or just people that want your sound regardless of how much you're charging because your
Hmm.
music's so good.
For sure. Early on, like for a lot of the mentorship guys, I say to them like initially to build a bit of a catalog before going out and like
Hmm.
um
Trying to sell.
trying to sell. Yeah, so I'm like, let's try and get five to seven tracks done. If that means you have to charge like not too much and just be transparent, like I'm just trying to build a catalog. With can we do some? Do you
Hmm.
want to work? I normally encourage them to do that before trying to charge an artist like $300-400 for a custom production or custom beat.
Yeah.
Seems to be working pretty well for them at this point. But what do you
Nah,
guys think to that?
having a catalog. Yeah. I mean, you mean before charging for custom beats or before uploading your beats to BeatStars or something?
Yeah, like so before like charging for customs and because the idea is that if you got nothing to show, you can't warrant charging anything really, or like you can't warrant charging a big price up, in the beginning. You need kind of proof of concept. So I'm like, let's, go out and get a few songs under your belt. Doesn't matter how you go about getting them, just get them done, get them out. And
Yeah.
then you can showcase that, maybe you have a little page that's got your catalog and then a little work with me button at the bottom or something like that. Or credits in your Instagram, or, listen to the music I've produced, hire me as a producer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You should have something in your portfolio, just like some type of catalog. Again,
Yeah.
like the t-shirt analogy, if someone messages you and says, "Do you want to buy some t-shirts?" and they've got no t-shirts on their page, it's like, well, what the fuck am I buying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
I'm waiting for Ocean's Devil's Advocate. So.
Well, no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would should be a no-brainer, really. At least have something there to show people.
Even if it's just instrumentals, high quality,
Yeah.
something to show on your socials. Like, this is the level I can get to and provide. So
That's it.
yeah. Right. Should we wrap up there? We
Yeah.
always go on these massive rants towards the end. I feel like no one even gets to this part of the podcast.
I know. Talk to it for 30 minutes and then get into something good.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to like take a clip later on and include it at the start of the podcast just so people know it's coming
like
up.
those trailers.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
your CEO trailers type.
Or maybe we do like half an hour not recorded, and then we just hit record halfway through and then just carry on.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know. You guys let us know in the comments. Maybe you like us talking shit. It's an easy listen.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you anyway. Peace,
Peace.
everyone.